This simple but powerful trading strategy is honestly boring. And in this video, I'm going to break that down for you step by step. By the end of the video, you'll be able to take this trading strategy away and trade it for yourself. This is the trade that I'm going to be breaking down for you. It's also the trade that I forecasted ahead of time to my inner circle students.
Looks like we're going to get an opportunity today, probably early London session. Our confirmation is going to be the breach of this high, which I do believe that we are going to be getting.
So let's break this down before everything unfolded. So it's important to understand that this trading window is 2 to 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is my London session window. So I'm going to go back before London session opens and walk you through what my thought process is and how I actually ended up taking this trade. So step one is to wait for an Asia sweep. So here in our blue box, we have our Asia session range. You can see the low of Asia is down here and the high of Asia is up here. This model is very simple. What it's playing on is the run of one side to the run of the next side. And this is something that happens consistently. It's a daily cycle variation. So what we wait for is one side of Asia to be taken by the time that we open up our London session. So if we just open now our London session, right? London session is opening right here and we have swept that Asia session low. That's what we need to understand. Step number two is to drop down to the 1 minute time frame and wait for a market structure shift. So if we drop down here into our 1 minute time frame, here is how price is currently looking. You can see that price is below these lows. So what we need to do is we need to simply just wait for this high to be taken. When this high gets taken, that's our indication of a market reversal. We do not want to trade when the market is trading downwards. It's very, very simple. We are looking to buy. So in order for us to get that buy, we need to first wait for the order flow to shift. As a trader, your job is to understand and get involved with smart money, the people who are really moving price. So if you see that price is aggressively trading to the downside, you don't want to be trying to buy until price is shifted to the upside. When price shifts to the upside, that is your indication that smart money has stepped in and we are now looking to trade toward the buy side. So it's simply just a waiting game. We sit and we wait until eventually at some point in time, we will get a run of this high. That comes here, right? When we break this high, that is my confirmation. That's when I need to move over to step number 3, which is a fair value gap entry. So once we break this high in here, I need to go to a 5 minute time frame and simply wait for the formation of a fair value gap above this high. So you can see here, there's only one fair value gap, and that fair value gap is here. Right? We have a bullish candle, bearish candle, and there's a gap in the middle. That's a fair value gap. So that is literally going to be my entry level. I set my order in here. Now I need to place my stop loss. And logically speaking, price shouldn't really revisit below this low again. Otherwise, it's likely going to take this low. So I can protect my stops and put them in here. Then what I need to do is target Asia session high, which is my step number 4, is to Asia session high as my target. So simply put, we wait for one side of the manipulation. We wait for the reversal to tell us that the order flow is shifted, right? If you look at price here, what do you see? You see that sellers are in control of the market. And then what you see is buyers take control of the market. Once buyers have took control of this market, that's our time to buy, because that is the time that price is most likely going to trade higher. So you set your order on this fair value gap, you put your stops in a logical safe position, and you just want to target the next area of available liquidity, which in this model is our Asia session high. And then it's simply just a waiting game. And you can see here that price has obliterated this Asia session high. At this point, we're all the way up here and the trade is closed. So let's take another look at another example of this model that happened literally just another few days ago. So you can see here we have our Asia session. We have our Asia session low. In here, we have our Asia session high in here. Now, as London begins to open at 2 a.m., you can see that we're already above this Asia high. So we've swept this level. So now we need to wait for London to open like so, and then a shift of the lows. But in this instance, what you can see is that London actually continues above this high, which is fine because all we need to see is a lower time frame shift. So if we drop in now to the 1 minute time frame and we look at this market structure, you can see that price is essentially trading to the buy side. We need to see a shift of the low down here. That's going to be our confirmation that it's ready to reverse. So when we get that reversal, right, that's our market structure shift. Again, we need to do the same thing. Go to the 5 minute time frame. Want to look for our bearish fair value gap or bearish order block. In this instance, you can use the equilibrium of the fair value gap. because we have also an order block. So there is our fair value gap, and we can just take our fib retracement, mark out 50% retracement of this fib, which is here, and we can set our short position on the 50% of the fib. We can set our stop loss just above this high, and then again, same thing, we're just expecting the other side of this price leg to be taken. And you simply just set your order and wait for price to tag in as it does, and then very aggressively sells off to the sell side. And literally within 10-15 minutes, you have hit your take profit, 1 to 3.3 risk to reward. Again, same thing, sweep of one side of Asia, lower time frame shift, sweep of the other side of Asia. Now, if you want access to these hands-on step-by-step trading strategies and years of data, years of backtesting, me backtesting these strategies for you, showing you what works and what doesn't, then below the video, I'm going to leave a link for you to apply to come and work with me and my inner circle.